Hello, I saw your question in the email. The period of y equal 9 sine of x is blank, so the values for the 5 key points are blank, 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 blank. And so the period of y equal 9 times sine of 4x is blank. So to find the period, you take 2 pi and divide it by b, and b is the coefficient of x, which is 4 here. And so you just take 2 pi divided by 4, and that's pi halves. So the first one here would be pi halves. Then you want these critical values, or key points. You seem to recognize the first one, 0, already. So I opened the book, it tells you how to find the 5 critical points. And here's kind of a graph. The critical points for the sine curve is where, or key points, I should say, is where it crosses the x-axis, which, we got 1, 2, and 3 here. And then when it's at its peak, and then when it's at its low. So right here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they divide the period in the 5 to 4 equal intervals. And so what you do, you got to where you start, which is 0, and then you take the first key point, and then you add a fourth of the period to it. Then to find the next one, you take the previous one and add a fourth of the period. And to find the next one, you take the previous one and add a fourth of the period. So that's what we need to do over here. That's what I'm doing. So the period of it's pi halves, and then since it's sine, we start at 0. Then we want to add, the next one will be the previous one, which is 0 plus a fourth of the period. So the period's pi halves divided by 4. So that's pi halves divided by 4, or pi halves times a fourth, which is pi eighths. So we're going to increment this by pi eighths. So the second key point's pi eighths. Then the third one will be the previous one, which is pi eighths, plus what we're going to increment it by, which is the pi eighths. So it's pi eighths plus pi eighths, which is 2 pi eighths, or pi fourths. Then the next one is the pi fourths, or the 2 pi eighths, plus what we're incrementing by, pi eighths, which is 3 pi eighths. So you could write here either 2 pi eighths or pi fourths. I wrote the 2 pi eighths since I knew it'd have a common denominator here. And this one, you just would take the 3 pi eighths plus the pi eighths and simplify it. I hope that helps.